Today people's, they sex life. Some people live what we would call very reckless. And I remember, they used to have the Wrap It Up campaign to promote, condom usage, safe sex, etc. Well, you got this one sister that want to put a reminder to y'all. If you want to go out there raw dogging everybody, if you're a man or a woman, you don't believe in that either, you want to go raw dog. Let me show you what this sister says, how much some medication gonna cost for y'all.
If y'all thinking about having sex unprotected all willy-nilly and don't have any insurance, let me just show you what your life could be like. This is a 30-day supply of medication for HIV. Oh, okay.
For me personally, that's scary. And I'm telling you, as a man, getting some sort of disease you can't get rid of that could take your life, $5,000 a month for you to be on medication. Now, I know they have, definitely advanced medicine now, and people have been living for decades with HIV, but why would you want to? You know what I'm saying? It's much easier for you to, if you want to engage in that behavior, do it very limitedly. And it's better to be in a committed relationship, preferably a marriage, and staying committed in your marriage. You a man or a woman, staying faithful to each other, so you don't have those issues and those problems. But in between those diseases and getting a woman pregnant and child support, those two things alone was scary enough for me. That's why ain't nobody can run around here saying Phil got a bunch of kids somewhere, because no. I was very intentional about anything I ever did. And if I can be intentional, you can be intentional too. There's so many of y'all today that just believe in just raw dogging everybody. And I'm like, how do you not figure out that them diseases haven't went nowhere? And it's interesting that the government don't even, do a Wrap It Up campaign or try to reduce those numbers. There's been explosions of HIV in major cities. Like, I remember one, from Atlanta as recent, that they had an explosion of HIV there, some explosion of HIV right here in Houston. Why? Because you're raw dogging. It's not that it was blood transfusion, not even drug use that did it. It's y'all out here believing that y'all can just raw dog everybody. And then the crazy part is y'all meet people on the first day and do it. The first day. Boy, them days of you couldn't get nothing on the first day. At one point in time, if a man got something on the first day, he wouldn't even want to do it, and for sure he was going to wrap it up. Because look, if you did that with me, I know you didn't did that with a bunch of other dudes, right? But today it's like y'all act like it don't exist. Then you, they just say, F around and find out. And then now you got a $5,000 bill. And then a lot of people in America don't have insurance because the insurance is too high. To be honest with you, it's way too high. So please, for the sake of your health and the public health, take personal responsibility with your sex life, please. Because I don't think you want to be paying $5,000 a month for some pills. That's crazy. That is utterly crazy. It's so much easier to be in a committed relationship or practice abstinence until you get something committed. And definitely you have something committed, stay committed. Don't be out here. I'm just sorry. I think it's low down and dirty. You got somebody, you're going to go out there, I'm going to mess around with it. Why mess around with somebody? Just go ahead on, just either y'all fix y'all issues or move around. That's it. But yeah, having HIV, definitely is preventable. And don't judge people HIV status by the way they look. Because when you have HIV, you can't tell why a person's look. Now, when it develops into full-blown AIDS, you can tell. 'Cause I remember a long time ago, I seen a guy in the church house, actually. He wanted to give his life to Christ, but he had AIDS. It wasn't long after that he died. But I've never seen somebody that looked like that before. That was the craziest thing ever. So HIV can develop into AIDS. I understand the medication now kind of keeps it at bay before it gets to that. But why would you want to deal with that anyway? I'm just saying, please protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen.